Hey, hello, everybody. I was doing this last night. I ended up trying to change my video to go to MP4 or whatever because, like TikTok and all that, that MPV or whatever the video saves as, you cannot put it on some of the platforms. Okay. I have a new thing on, I don't remember. I'll have to give y'all the link to the social media thing. It's a new social media that you have to actually apply before you can even, they let you on there, and you don't have to be you don't have to have as many followers or whatever. There's just different rules to it, but I'm just trying to, whatever social medias, I'm just trying some other ones out that are not as familiar. But anyways, I will tell y'all this. I had to wipe my whole computer out and start over because whatever I did, my images were saving as some weird thing. I couldn't even get my images, like the thumbnails I was making. Anyways, we are not talking about yesterday. I'm just playing. I am. So, I'm telling y'all today what my goal is. I literally have on no makeup. I literally have not taken a bath. I mean, I took a bath yesterday, y'all, but I slept in my makeup. I did brush my teeth, though. That's the song, if y'all don't know, Julie Roberts. Anyways. And it's, well, no, it's 5:40. Okay, so it's 5:40 Central Time in the afternoon, and, well, haven't taken a shower yet. I will in just a little bit. Hence the reason my face is not shown. If y'all are new here, go back a couple videos. You'll see my face. I don't see the need every time to show my face, but you know. So I have this set up. Now, under this camera right here, y'all are looking, I have no idea what's wrong with the color. This is a new camera. It's not expensive or anything, so you know, it's not like it's, but there's usually better color, but this one is my phone one and it has good color, but if I turn the light this way, it blinds my phone thing. So we're going to go with what we got here. And I did it this way just because I know that some people are on mobile or whatever. I don't know if I put the lines on this thing, it messes my thing up. So hopefully y'all can see one of it. The other thing is my volume is on 500 for the microphone. I don't know what's going on with the mail or my taxes, to be honest with you, because the tax thing, TPG's been funded since the 16th because I did one of my taxes with, who did I do it with? Intuit. Who was that? TurboTax? Y'all, they're expensive. I'm just telling y'all that I paid $300 for my taxes to be done. The reason I did that is because I had stock and 401k, and I was scared I would mess it up because usually I do it myself and that's free. Okay, but, well, no, last year I did it with them too because I had something. But anyways, these folks, their bank, Santa Barbara Bank and Trust, I guess, has had the money since the 16th. They just haven't got it processed. It's still not showing funded. So that's just my little rant. Sorry. The other issue is, and as soon as I get it, I'm getting another computer. And I'm getting another desk because the desk will be set up better. I'm not getting another camera though because that camera's new, unless I find one on sale or something that I really, really like. I need it dust apparently. But anyways, but I don't really want to buy another camera. I'm going to get different lighting. I don't think that I need a $500 camera to just do these. It would be different if I was traveling or something. But so now let me get to what we're talking about. And y'all, I talk. So this is, I don't talk to people outside of here pretty much, really. I really don't. Oh, speaking of that, let me turn my EAMs down. Those are, I'm not explaining those right now, but those are messages to our nuclear forces that I keep track of. But I need to mute it or y'all are going to be like, what is going on? If they come across. Okay. Now, back to what I'm doing. Okay. So anyways, I think I've just told y'all my life story now, or from this morning. But anyways, I do talk to y'all because that's the kind of relationship that I want to build on my platforms. I know a lot of people like to just get down to business, and I understand that, and a lot of times we do, but today I just did this, and now I got to tell y'all something else. So, you know, I've went from the beginning, but the way I was doing it, I was still, we were missing, not we, I was missing stuff, everything else. So I'm going back again. However, this time I'm doing Kaylee and Maddie separate then, and I'm going back for the Idaho thing. And this is why I'm going to do everything from now on, like when we're doing cases. Some of these cases require us to dig in like this. Other cases, we might do 2 readings, and you know what I mean? If we, whatever. And we're going to get to a point in the Idaho case where it becomes stalemate, basically, until we know other stuff. I try not to do readings on, we do readings on hearsay, but like the Linda Lane, I haven't really done. I'm going to, though, because I think there's more truth in it than what's being said. I'll explain that later. But I'm going to do Kaylee and Maddie and Xana and Ethan separate until they are together, okay? Somewhat. Basically, they're going to be separate because what was happening was I was getting confused and trying to do readings. They last forever, the readings do. And I get tired. I get energy like gone. Y'all, a lot of people don't like long videos, which some of them are going to be longer. Okay, because I want to do this at the best of my ability, the most information we can get, truthful information. And that when I do my prayers, I just want, if the people are like, I want their unconscious answers, which means they're truth answers, not something they've thought about, like the truth. And that's where I go. All I want is white light truth. I don't want, and that's the way I do my prayers and ask for that. So I always want to get as much truth as we can. Does that mean I'm always going to be right? No. That's why I tell y'all to help read the cards. Like, if y'all are seeing something different, let me know. I'm not going to get mad the only way I get mad is if you say, hey, you stupid idiot, and then tell me I'm wrong or something. Please don't do that. Depending on what day you catch me, it might not even bother me, but there's a way to do things. But I'm going to go back, and this is the way I'm doing this. And right now, it does have something to do with Kaylee, Maddie, Xana, and Ethan, but it doesn't, because when I go back today, the first video is going to be taking everybody out, whatever, except the victims, but in whoever's mind, and whoever decided to do this, whether the person that did the action is the same person that thought it up, that planned it, that did all this, that's where I want to go. From the time that this situation was known that this had to happen, whether it was to scare the girls, it was supposed to be to scare them, whether it was, or all of them, whichever way, it don't even matter about the target. It does, but not right this second. Whatever was supposed to happen, whether it was supposed to scare them, whether it was supposed to rough them up, whatever, be it one of their exes come in, whose ever plan, whatever plan, I want to go back from the beginning and start from that plan, like when it was thought up. The energy, the first thing we're going to get is the energy from the person with the plan. Okay. I don't know that the person, and if it comes out that it's a link, I don't know who the link is. I have speculation of who it is. I'm not sure, though, so I'm not even saying anything. Oh, and by the way, speaking of this is a tarot reading. This is an energy reading. I read what I see from the cards, what I think they mean, what I think the energy is from them. This is not fact. My opinion, speculation, allegedly. Please do your own research. Again, any names mentioned, if they are not in jail or being looked at or whatever, we are not the law. So none of this is anything that you can go hard fact and say, hey, look at this. Now, what we do hope is there's clues that lead somebody, maybe we need to look at that. Maybe we need to look at this. Okay, but this is not fact. I don't know what else to say, but there's a disclaimer on my thing. This is not intended to hurt people's feelings or, listen, the facts are, okay, I'm saying it's not fact, and I'm saying the facts are facts. Okay. Whatever energies we get from this card is what we get. This is not personal toward anybody. I'm trying to take my feelings out of it, which is very, very hard for me. I've had to clear my head to start with just what we know of the victims. We don't know anything else. We don't know nothing that it was about. So I'm having to remember that while I'm doing this reading. And I'm saying this because it's very important that we go back like this to get true, honest answers, I hope. And while I'm saying that doesn't mean it's fact, but everybody knows what I'm saying. My disclaimer is my disclaimer because we have to do that. And that's why it's there. Okay. But I still wouldn't swear to God, like, okay, let's go do this or what. No, I mean, I'm not an investigator. This is just what we're doing, an investigative tarot reading for clues and whatnot. If that makes sense. Okay. So now I've explained that because I've had a couple of people ask me, like, well, if it's not fact, then you're saying this, I'm okay, because it may not be your fact or anybody else's fact. But to me, what I read is what I think is maybe not exactly what happened in all situations of cards I get, but I'm on to something. But that's my in my head. And I can have people agree or disagree, and that's fine. I don't take it personal unless you call me an idiot or something, like I said. I mean, if that's what you're going to do, then you might as well not even watch the video. You know what I mean? Just keep it moving. I'm not into that. I don't do click view bait stuff, any of that. Like, I've done told people that the only reason I'm even worried about getting my hours up to be monetized is because my job laid off, and that's it. That's the only reason. Other than that, I've done personal readings for free. I do them, and I'm not saying this to whatever. I do them what I think is cheaper than everybody else, because when I've looked at them, they are way high. I do a lot of personal readings for $20. I mean, even if they last an hour, there's a lot of things that I do because I feel called to do it. When we're doing these kind of readings, if somebody contacted me and had a lost person, no, I'm not charging them. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter like that. But anyways, that's a whole nother entity. But yeah, the channels that want you is like no lives except people that, where they don't do any lives at all except for people that pay. Yeah, I'm not doing all that. I mean, in my opinion, my opinion, no criticize toward them or whatever. That's how they do it, but I'm not fixing to do all that. Like, I just don't. Not saying that I won't do any members' lives, like, when I do start doing like that. Even that, like, I want to do a Patreon, and I think the lowest tier is like $2, and I think that's what I'm going to do. The reason I want to do Patreon is because I don't have to filter words pretty much. I can just say whatever. Pretty much. I mean, you can't threaten people. You know what I mean? But I don't have to say unalive, which I've got used to saying. I say that in my normal conversation now. They're like, unalive? Oh, sorry. But literally, because you have to get used to doing that. I mean, in my opinion. Okay. Now I've done this and shuffled these cards a million times. I'm going to knock the other energy out. I do this every now and then. Sometimes I don't do it on camera. That wasn't. Okay. I cut the deck, and then I shuffle a little bit more, and then I'll cut it again or whatever. But anyway, well, I'm not, because we're going to be shuffling them. So the first question I want to know is, what is the energy of whoever, whatever, whenever this idea come up? What is the energy that made them, whoever, get the feeling that something else had to happen, like that something needed to happen toward whichever, whether it was all of them, two of them, whatever. So that's what we want to know. Okay, give me just a second. I'm going to shuffle and say my prayers one more time just to recite. Okay, hang on, y'all. And our intention is to help and to find the truth. Try to find the truth. Okay, and what we're looking for a card from the energy of the person, people, whatever, the situation itself. What is the energy that made this something need to happen? What is the energy that made this something need to happen? Okay. Let me make sure where y'all can see. Okay, we have the Six of Cups upright. So give and take. Okay, so giving, receiving, fairness, sharing wealth, generosity, charity, prosperity, balance. Okay, so there was a need for balance. That's what I'm getting from that. Okay. Other energies that can help assist us in what needed balance. What is the energy of what needed balance? What needed balance? And I'm using these cards. So this is on the video, but I forgot. That one was messed up. because these do have the meanings on them. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want all of these words, because I don't know every single word by heart. I know what the cards mean, but these words, when we're first doing this research or this investigation, help. Because, like, when I was doing a pre-card pull just to find out, should I do this, what kind of questions I should ask, when I was clarifying with these would match some of these words sometimes. And so I think that's important to show when they do, or when they're close, or whatever. That makes sense. If not, just keep watching. Okay. Okay, we have death. So they needed a balance, and the next energy that come out was death. So to me, that is something had to change now. Something had to end. Something had to change. That balance, that's what had to happen. There's the victims. That's what I use as a victim card most of the time. And that right there, to me, says the victims, the Empress. Okay, I know it's one. And even with Ethan, tarot is gender neutral unless you have intuitive feelings. Now, most of the time I do use like the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords as male and female, but there are times that I don't. So I always just tell y'all when I don't or do. But this right here to me is just the victims. It just is showing that there was balance needed, some kind of balance. Whatever that balance was serious enough that death, whatever it was, had to stop. Had to stop. Needed endings to it, right? Like, it was very important that whatever needed balance stopped. The next energy we got was the victims. Okay, so now we have something needed balance, that whatever that was, and these cards don't come out the way we want them to sometimes. Sometimes we have to go back and put the puzzle pieces back together. Like, in our mind, it's not just going to come out balanced. It's going to say what needs to stop. That does not happen like this with tarot, and people don't understand that. So it's puzzle pieces that we put together. So whatever needed balance, whatever that was very important that it stop right now. Like, it did. It had to stop. That does not always mean, and right now, technically, that death had to happen to them. It could, and intuitively, because we know what happened, I think that's why I feel like that. But this is a transformation or change. That is immediate. It needs to stop now. That's the way I'm getting at. About the victims. Okay, now we're going to ask. Okay. I understand it's about the victims. Okay. I'm going to pull one card, and I'm going to do a confirmation card on these. What about the victims needed to... Okay, no. I'm going to do a confirmation card now. So, first of all, I'm going to do this a little backwards. I want to confirm the Empress is showing as the victims. Can we please have kind of a clear card, password, something, that the Empress card coming out for the tarot, we're talking about the victims. That's funny that's coming out, and I'm not talking about literal sex. I'm talking about, because I was talking about the male-female thing. That's why that card come out. That's a funny way to... Okay, so that to me tells me yes. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh my God, but the sex of the genders, like, yeah. Okay. Work in reverse. So I was going to ask the balance for that. Something was not working. Something's not balanced because something is not working. That's what's causing the imbalance. Something that's going on is not working, and it's causing an imbalance, or not working in this person's views. Okay. I'm going to do one more card. I'm not sure. I just have a feeling to do one more card, and then I'll answer what it's about, because I just intuitively feel that I need to pull one more of these cards. I'm not sure exactly why yet. So, okay, so I have one more card to whatever I feel intuitively needed to pick another one or have another one. I think pretty much y'all can see me shuffling. Okay. Okay, well, that one kind of come out. Okay, and I really don't, because that actually come out like that, so... Found. So lost in reverse, found. Oh, okay. So it's telling me I'm on the right track. We're finding the reason. Okay. Okay, that was weird. Okay. I got it. See? Yeah. Okay, so what was not working? Can we know what was not working that needed balance, that whatever this was that was not working was in this person's life or whatever it was tragic, and it needed to stop now. The death card come out. So it's like put on the brakes, slide down the road, right now, stop. So can we know what that is? We know the energy of what that is or whatever. Okay. Greed, materialism. This is four of pentacles in reverse. Greed, materialism, possessiveness, overspending, greed. How much greed is there? Greed, self-protection, release of past, giving up control, generosity, acceptance. Okay. I also need to do these. I'm going to put that card sort of under this card so that we know it's there, but because I need to put these, I'm going to do 4 across and then. Okay, so hang on, y'all. Holding too tight can keep you right where you are, stop you from moving forward. Okay, on this card, see, this is why I'm using cards. On the side, it says holding too tight can keep you right where you are and stop you from moving forward. So I asked what was the deal, what was needed to be balanced, something that it had to do with greed, but it could stop this person from moving forward in what they're doing, with it being pentacles, knowledge, money, something valuable. Okay, and then these come out. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do this down here, I think. Yeah, okay. Can y'all see that? Okay, this is the Page of Wands. Discouraged, distracted, depressed, bad news or intentions, easily tricked, loudmouth, impatient, self-limiting beliefs, newly formed ideas, redirecting energy, a spiritual path in a bad way, basically. So, newly formed ideas, bad news, bad intentions. So, whatever this was, this new idea was bad intentions. Of course, that sounds, well, duh, that's obvious, but remember, we're going back. 9 of Cups come out in reverse. Upright, this is a happiness, like satisfaction, gratitude, wish come true. So that means like fat and happy. He's just good. Okay, in reverse, this is selfishness, greed again, materialism again. All the pentacles, or not all of them, but the pentacles that come out. Okay, so materialism, inner happiness, dissatisfaction, indulgence, shattered dreams, sadness, failure. So, this is about something that is a selfish reason that this is an imbalance. Okay, because, and we're going to put this together like even common sense if we didn't know, this would make sense that it's probably an illegal activity, the reason that this person is thinking that, okay? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now I know I'm fixing to say something that you're going to say, well, I thought you were going back and this and that and the other. But I'm thinking in my mind, are we talking about the link? Okay. I know we're going back, but unless something changes, I'm still going to put this as our link because she just come out in reverse. And I was fixing to ask who or what's going on with this. So, Queen of Pentacles. Suffocating, nagging, materialistic, financial independence, self-care work, home conflict, neglectful of self, smothering, obsessed with status, dependence. Obsessed with status and dependent upon the organization. Okay, so now, y'all, I just take from these cards right here different ones because I cannot hold both decks in my hand, okay? So I intuitively just pick up whichever one, and a handful, you know. Okay, so can we verify that we're talking about Queen of Pentacles, and that is our link, or the link to the person that's feeling, it's the person that's feeling all this stuff, this imbalance, that something's got to stop, all that good stuff. Revenge, vampire. Revenge, vampire. Greedy, so suck up all that she can, you know what I mean? Like, basically, revenge. Oops. What happens when people get mad? Revenge. Okay, y'all. I'm going to put these right here because I need to be able to look at these on top of those. And I'll do that in a minute. Okay. Okay, so we have, I'm just going to take this because here we go again with selfishness. 5 of Swords, upright, selfishness, betrayal, conflict, disagreements, competition, defeat, winning at all costs, battles, arguments, surrender. Okay, so winning at all costs. This has to stop, this imbalance now. This person that may be greedy, that is greedy or whatever, but it has to stop now, winning at all costs. They're going to stop this at all costs. It has to stop. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Okay, so now, if you look, we have, sometimes this is not as significant as the other when they're on top. We're going to look at it. And I've just started doing this because, again, I've been doing tarot for a year. I'm not saying I'm a professional. I'm just telling you that you learn something every day. Okay, 6 of Pentacles upright, Page of Wands in reverse. So, the 6 of Pentacles upright is the giving and taking type thing. The Page of Wands in reverse is the disorganized, distracted, bad intentions. So, the balance of what's going on is something that's disorganized, of bad intentions, of greed, or whatever. So that makes sense. Okay, Death on top of 9 of Cups in reverse. So whatever it is that has to stop now, an ending to it, like now, needs to stop. Transformation, loss, before law, you know, it needs to stop now. Okay. Is whatever it is that is selfish and greedy and materialistic. That's what that is, okay? The victim, the Empress on top of, here we go, the victims on top of the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. What did we say? There's the victims, there's the link. The victims, the link. That makes perfect sense to me, okay? And then we have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse over the 5 of Swords. 4 of Pentacles is greed, materialism, you know, holding on to something too tight for greedy reasons. Down here, selfishness, betrayal, conflict, disagreements, winning at all costs. So, going to hold that tight and going to win at all costs. I don't care what. Okay. Okay, so can we have, please, and it does not matter to me, Kaylee, Maddie, Ethan, like we're not, I'm just going to say from the 4. There we go. Accident in reverse, not an accident. So, on purpose. That's confirmation good enough for me. Thank you. Thank you, thank you for that clear confirmation. Okay, and I'm feeling the need to put these back in the deck. This does take a minute sometimes because sometimes I don't feel that need. Right now I am feeling the need that these cards may need to be used again. So we're going to just mix them up, sort of. I'm saying sort of. We are mixing them up. I just try to kind of, and I don't know how good that mixes them anyways, y'all. I'm just trying to mix them in a hurry, And y'all, I'll be honest, if this, because I know this is at 30 minutes, like, even if y'all can't watch it all the way, you can watch some of it, and then watch it later. I mean, I don't think that affects anything, and I appreciate that. So, thank you to those of you who do that. Thank you for those of you who like, share, subscribe. Tell other people, you know what I mean, and I'm probably not everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine, but thank you for those who, and the new people, if you're watching for the first time, thank you very, very much. It does mean something to me. I'm not in this for a popularity contest, but of course it makes anybody feel good when somebody likes their stuff. I know Maya, she does, I can't remember now her name on here, but anyways, her name is Maya. She does tarot, and she's like, I love your voice. I love Maya. She's very sweet. I only listen to about 4 people. Ashley, the Reckoning Code. That's the first person I ever watched. The first, I didn't know what tarot was really. I'd heard, but I never knew. And then Alicia Wicker and Maya, and then I listen to Divine Pathway sometimes. Not all the time. I do like her, but I don't watch her all the time. There's a couple of other ones that I may. Oh, 1111. She hasn't been doing tarot lately. She's been doing the crime stuff, like the news stuff. But I love Mama D. But Ashley and Alicia Wicker, I mean, I love. And Alicia Wicker, if you ask her questions, and Ashley responds too, but Alicia Wicker, she always responds. That's where these cards come from. Alicia Wicker, these True Crime and Conspiracy. I love those cards. I have the add-on deck and the regular deck and the add-on deck. Okay. Okay, now where do we need to go with this? And this reading, we're almost done with this one. I'm just telling y'all because this is the main stuff I wanted to know from the beginning. The World come out. Let me just see. Okay, what I'm feeling intuitively is this just come out just to confirm that usually it would be upside down, but the people that want this done may have completed their cycle and got it done, but why the reasons they wanted to do it was to keep their stuff running smoothly. And what I'm here feeling intuitively right here is this Page of Wands in reverse is saying that they're going to be discouraged, distracted. They're going to get bad news because of their bad intentions. I don't know if they're going to be tricked, but that energy is going to be redirected because they did something that was unfair, not right. Universe, God, you just don't take justice in your own hands like that, and especially when it's justice over something that's probably more than likely illegal anyway. Okay, so that's what we got there. Okay, so when this idea was formed, can we please have, and this is the last thing on this reading, these readings are probably going to be a little bit shorter, most of them, than my long ones, but there's going to be more of them because I'm doing smaller detail at a time, if that makes sense. This one's going to be a little bit longer because I've talked a lot in it to explain what's going on, but that's the only way anybody's going to know what's going on if I communicate it. So the people that don't like talking, I mean, you have to communicate to know what's going on. I don't know what else to say about that. Okay, so whenever this person, link, whatever, decided that's what had to be done, what were the girls doing, or the victims? We're going to say victims because I don't, what action or energy, whatever, were the victims taking or doing that made this have to stop? Okay, the sun. They were shining light on stuff that they didn't want light on. So can we have another card just to kind of explain what is meant by that? Shining light on stuff that maybe they didn't want shine, or she, whatever, the person did not want light, stuff the light shined on. Okay. There's that death card again, death. It had to stop immediately. Okay, so that keeps coming out. So the Fool. They didn't realize that what they were doing was going to cause that kind of reaction. It's kind of like naivety, like, they took a risk they didn't even know they were taking really on this. Now, sometimes it means that people are taking risks that are too dangerous, but still they don't know what's going to happen. But this is naivety to me, that they didn't realize it was going to cause that. King of Wands in reverse. Stubborn, ruthless, yes, because the person or the group, whatever, that they were doing this to, these people are stubborn, opinionated, impulsive, haste, high expectations, forceful, broken promises, and extremism. So they are very King of Wands in reverse is very mean, very violent to me. I mean, that's what I get from that, or can be. But it's the action card. This is the fire. It's the fire symbol. The wands are. It can also mean the male body part. So this could mean a DICKHEAD, which I usually say. This right here is usually a sneaky snacker, like, Seven of Swords upright, but it's in reverse. This is revelations, call out, imposter syndrome, self-deceit, keeping secrets, taking responsibility, starting fresh. So this is, to me, deceitful secrets. The reason this was going to happen is because they were shining light on deceitful secrets, basically. Information, okay, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Disorganized, loose, failure, negativity, procrastination, frustration, poor planning, lost opportunity, lack of planning, foresight. So, they were doing things and talking about this stuff, and it was causing reckless. They were offering information. See that pentacle upright? It's like offering something knowledgeable, something valuable. The victims were offering something that didn't need to be offered, according to the people that are upset about it, basically. Okay. Anything else with the tarot? And then we're going to get a few. I just saw a card turn over. Okay. The Lovers. Okay. The Lovers does not always have to mean, and since I'm going to do Kaylee and Maddie first when I do this, but I wasn't technically doing if this was about that. But to me, the Lovers right now is representing all four. The Lovers, the couple, Ethan and Xana. The Lovers, the best friends, Maddie and Kaylee. They were offering, I think Ethan and Xana may have known stuff too, and so, but, we're getting to that, there's the world again. And that ended their world, ended their completion. I know it's not upside down. It doesn't always have to be. I mean, yes, their life was shortcut, but this is just saying it ended. Okay? So, that's saying that, hang on, y'all. Let me tell him. He always says this every time I'm recording. Hang on. 1 second, y'all. Let me mute this. I'm recording! Come get it! Hang on! Okay. So, now, give me 1 second. Let me go, because y'all can't see, but I still don't want him to walk in here naked. So, give me 1 second. Sorry, y'all. 1 second. Here, Steven, meet me. Get it. Here. I gotta go. Oh, well, shit. Nothing. Okay. Lord have mercy. I'm sorry, y'all. He done got it. He drives me crazy. Don't nobody need nothing until I start doing something, y'all. Okay, so is there anything else that needs to come out? I'm going to say talking. That has not come out, that it was talking. The Empress again in reverse. The world was upright, but this is in reverse. The ending of, they're upside down. The ending of, that's what caused it. Okay. So, and y'all, I messed that up, didn't I? So, we're going to do this. Okay, that can be an extra card. Okay. Because yep. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, yeah, because that's just an extra card confirming. Okay. So we're going to look at this, and we'll draw a couple of these, and I'll draw a positive message card too, or whatever, Okay, so the Sun upright with the Sneaky Snagger card, our 7 of Swords in reverse. Okay. So they were shining light, the victims were shining light on. So that basically was kind of like calling out the organization or the person, you know what I mean? The people. It was calling out the secrets that they, had. Okay. Death on top of the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So this was causing disorganization. It could cause loss and failures, lost opportunities, that kind of stuff in their whatever. We haven't got that far yet, but whatever. You know what I mean? That's what it calls. So it had to stop. That's why I had to stop. Bam, bam. Okay. The Fool reversed on top of the Lover. So the victims did not know what that was going to cause. They did not realize it was going to cause something that dramatic, that drastic. Not dramatic per se it was, but you know. King of Wands in reverse over the World. So the King of Wands, whoever, whatever, this violent person, because that's why I said I thought, to me, the King of Wands, violence is what comes to my brain most of the time, depending, but most of the time. That is what completed their world. Not that it was supposed to be, not that it should have been, but that's what made this cycle end. Their cycle, their world end. That's what made it end. That's the one reason it may not be in reverse, because you look at the other cards around it. Okay, so, and just to confirm, we're talking about the victims. The Empress come up in reverse, upside down, the ending of their, stuff. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, and even when we have readings that are just about Kaylee, Maddie, or whatever, I still may, that's funny, bloodline. I said Kaylee, Maddie, bloodline, because they were like family. And even in Xana, so what we're going to do is I want 2 cards from each, 2 or 3 cards from each, just confirming to me, whatever, that this is what was trying to be said, that we're on the right track, or I'm on the right track, whatever, with either really, really clear, basically, sort of, whatever, clear confirmation or password from each. So I'm going to say 2 cards because I think that'll be good. So 2 cards. We're going to start with Kaylee. 2 cards from Kaylee. Oops. Y'all, I'll just pick one if it don't come out, because yesterday I was dropping cards so bad. I don't want that to start today. So 2 cards from Kaylee that we are on the right track. We're going to say 1. Okay. Gift. Okay. Thank you, Kaylee. So in reverse, Operation Mockingbird, government controlled media exposed. Thank you very much. Oh yes, we're going to get to that card. So this is what we're going to start with tomorrow. And see, I got a card yesterday, and now I don't remember what it was that we were going to start with, but that was a disaster yesterday. So we're going to start with that, and I'll explain that in a minute. So I was going to say from Maddie, before I could say that, intuition in reverse. So don't not trust your intuition. Go with your intuition. Thank you very, very much. Don't go against your intuition. Okay, I got it. Okay. So Maddie, 2 cards for Maddie. Riots, protests, and then let's see. Riots, protests. Y'all, hang on one more second. I'm sorry, we're almost done with reading, but that's never mind. Okay, he's got it. Okay, riots, protests, and I'm sorry if you heard that door slam. So, and the reason I'm using this as confirmation, I think, is because all the YouTubers, like the true good ones, are riots and protesting the stuff that's going on, because we want justice for the victims, true justice for the victims. Vampire in reverse. So, not sucking my energy, or their energy. Okay, we're not doing things in deceit to their energy. Corrupt politician in reverse. So we're not being corrupt. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. No, we're not corrupt. We're... Oh, and that's another card. Okay, yes. That and that will be our next reading, what it's based on. I will get there in a minute. I'll tell you at the end when I get done with this. Okay, so I'm being told to switch cards up. So we're going to do this and this. I'll do this, the intuition. Now, that's why I said don't go against your intuition, even if it's like, because I get excited because people complain about long readings. I'm like, oh, I got to hurry. But, okay, I got you. Okay, so hang on. Xana. 2 cards. That's 1. So this is not a curse. Okay, thank you. It's not a curse. Parental figure in reverse. I'm not the parental figure, but I care because I call them kids all the time, and that's exactly what I get from that. That's happened to me before. I was telling somebody else, they were here, my friend or something, that I always say kids, and I said I just have them hanging up with pictures of my kids because that's the way I feel. Pizzagate, not a conspiracy like a lie. That's funny. Not a lie. I'm telling the truth when I'm saying that I call them kids. That's hilarious. Okay. Thank you, Xana. Anyways, that's why it says that. I'm not their parent, but yeah. Okay. It's funny. Okay. Ethan. Lies in reverse, so truth. Thank you, Ethan. That was very clear. Okay, one more card. No, we don't have to. That's funny. Thank you very much. Not weird science and not lies. Thank you very, very much. So I'm not trying to do some weird science on everybody. It's not a curse and this is not a lie. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. And it's not a new world order. I'm not trying to. That's hilarious. I'm not even going there with that. Y'all have to figure that one out on your own. We can't talk about that on Tube of the Ube here. Okay, so I'm just shuffling these up a little bit. So what we're going to start with tomorrow is what they want us to start with, or the next reading, which will probably be done tonight, but I'll post it tomorrow. This I'm going to post it tonight, but we are going to talk about Operation Mockingbird, government-controlled media, and corrupt people that are high up in the town. So, and that's another thing I think I was missing. I think that some of this was, and I just noticed that yesterday, and it come to me really hard. It hit me hard that sometimes I'm being directed into what to do the next reading about because it continues on, like it'll make more sense, and so I'm going to start paying attention to that. Okay, so I'm going to draw like 1 from the 4. If we can have just 1 from the 4, just a positive message. I have faith in life. Well, that's, okay. Today I give myself life. I live in the here and now without concern for tomorrow because God is always near and will never let me fall. My faith surrounds me with light. No matter the circumstances, I let go, having faith that life will always provide me what is most beneficial for my soul. To me, that is saying, you see how they're okay, that we shouldn't think about tomorrow. Everything's going to work out okay. Life is life and it happens, but we should trust that God has a bigger plan. And we haven't got there all the way yet, but there may be reasons. We'll get there later, but it's just saying that take today as it is, don't worry about tomorrow, and know that God has a plan for life. So everything happening, even though it seems like there's no control over it, God has control. He's got this. Okay. So that is our reading. We will be back. We'll be back. I'm going to try to do this every day, y'all. Y'all see my computer and the problems I have. When I get my taxes, I am getting another computer. I will let y'all know because when I get it, I'll probably be down a day or so. But I will also do another readings. If y'all have other people or other things going on, y'all want readings on, please leave a comment and let me know. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell other people, leave comments. You know the deal. Thank y'all very much. Y'all have a good evening.